Hello, parents. So, this week, instead of a normal newsletter, you're going to be getting a note from grade 4, as well as a video from me going over some of the things that are important for you to understand and know how to be able to find when navigating your child's work through the next few weeks. It was something that I realized might be a better approach given the confusion that some people have had about where to find different things, so that you can refer back to this, your kiddo can refer back to this as we move on. But first, a couple of announcements. One, we don't have school on Monday. It's Patriots Day, and we're not going to have school. We are going to have school for the rest of the week instead of having April vacation, just not on Monday. We are shifting to clear-cut assignments so that kids and parents who are having a hard time knowing how to show that you're doing your work are able to do that. That is the big part, the written part of this newsletter, is the announcement for that from grade 4. Additionally, we are starting reading groups, reading clubs. Okay, and most kids got in what books they wanted, but I really need everyone else to get theirs in. Okay, I got about 9 more kiddos who haven't given me their info, and I'm just going to pick for them if it gets to that point because we need to have books. These are book clubs being done online so that if you have Epic, which everyone does, you'll have access to the books. This way kids can be reading the same books and talking about them and the ideas that they show, well, having the same books, basically, because it's hard to make sure everyone has the same book at home. Other things to keep in mind, I have my parent office hours at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. That's a time that I switched to because of the survey that got filled out. Not many people filled it out, but that's okay. Speaking of surveys, if you want to fill out the technology survey from grade 4, feel free to do that. I'm going to have that in the links section of this newsletter. Otherwise, sit back and here are some bits of information to hopefully help you understand how to support your kiddo best on their Chromebook as we move forward. A big shout out to Aspen for letting me use her account so that we can approach this all from the student view. If I used my account, it wouldn't really show you what to do. So when you open a new tab, this is what your Google should look like. In the corner, you have the little symbol for the person, and then you have what we usually call the waffle. Some people call it the grid. At NIS, we usually call it the waffle. You click on the waffle. First step, go to Classroom. Click on Classroom. Sometimes it's right here in the middle, sometimes it's over to the side. Once you are in Classroom, if you have more than one class, make sure you look for Miss Koso 2019-2020 and click on that, okay? The first thing that you'll see is the question about what books you want to read for your reading groups. To answer this, click on it, and then you can click to make your answer in the right-hand corner. Going back, under this is the read aloud from Thursday and the one from Tuesday, and the links. I repost the links every week, okay? The specials Padlet tells you what work to do during the specials time in the day. This does not tell you when they are having their office hours. The times posted are for you to do the work, not for when their office hours are. I'm not in control of that. Going back to Google Classroom, if you click on here, you will see the assignments for the week. This one still has last week's assignments because we change it over at the end of each week, but you'll be able to view the work each day for each subject, reading, writing, math. There is work each day. There are not mini lessons each day, so that's where some people get a little confused. Okay, on your schedule, when it talks about go do the reading work or the writing work. Let's say it's Monday, you do the writing work, you click on this, you watch the mini lesson, which is me. You watch the mini lesson, and then you do the work. The rest of the work happens throughout the remainder of the day. Those are the big things to find on Google Classroom. The other thing is if you go into classwork, this is where our assignments each week are going to be. Okay, free writing, where you get to write creative work, is here. And I'll be posting the assignments for this week for math and reading, and we'll do the same for following weeks. Okay, these are the essential parts of Google Classroom. Some people are also having a hard time finding their schedule. So let's do that together. You go over to the waffle, click on Drive, which could be higher up. It depends on how yours is set up. And it might be on top, or if you go to Shared with Me, if you go to Shared with Me, and you can see right here, I should be one of the top people here, and you can click on your distance learning schedule. I want to go over this with you because I've gone over it with your kids, but I want to make sure that you understand it too. I've put 2 schedules up here, okay? The first one right here is in case you would like a more flexible schedule. It tells you when we have live meetings, okay? We have one at 10 a.m. every day, and then small groups happen 3 times a week for each kid, and there's an optional closing meeting. This link gets you to the 4th grade weekly assignments. This link gets you to the Padlet for specials. This is the login information for the daily Zoom call where I have office hours where people can drop in, say hi, have questions. And then below is the information for the parent drop-in login. Okay, the really important thing here is if you scroll down, these are the login numbers that people need to know. Office hours have one written right here. Whole group and small group are both down here. So if you or your child don't know where the login information is, go to your schedule. If you scroll down, here's the more structured view. If your kiddo needs to know when to do each thing, needs a little more guidance, needs the day to be structured, this is the way to go. Okay? Put out movement, make sure that your Chromebook has power, our live meetings at 10, and then after they're done, you do your video lesson of the day. I have my office hours, and then the small groups should be highlighted. So if you're not sure about when you have small group, they're highlighted in this, or the time is written on the first page version of the schedule. And the parent drop-in hour sign-in information is down here as well. Okay, those are the important things about the schedule and how to find it. Just go to Drive, Shared with Me, and it should be right there. Hopefully these short tutorials helped you figure out how to find the things that you need. A lot of the work we're trying to do off of computers so that all you have to do is watch the video and then do work off of computers. Our goal is to not be stuck on the screens too long. If you need something else to be made into a tutorial, I will happily do that for you. Just let me know. Send me a remind or an email, and I will put that together for you and or your kiddo. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a wonderful week, and as always, let me know if you have any questions or if I can help you with anything. Bye.